up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's Ray. If you're new here, welcome. Today I am going to be showing you how I refresh and moisturize my wash and goes. So there's a lot of different ways out there to do it. This is the way that I do it. Someone left a comment in one of my videos asking me how do I refresh and moisturize my wash and goes without them getting frizzy and things of that sort. So I wanted to come on and do a video telling you what I did early in my hair journey and what I do now. So when I first started my natural hair journey and I had a short TWA, my hair was very dry. And I think most people with TWAs who are coming off of relaxers and are now just getting used to their natural hair, and they've done a big chop or they have a TWA, or even if they have transitioned. I think transitioning is a little bit different because during that transition you get a chance to really feel your hair and get used to the new growth coming in while you're transitioning, and you're doing more of roller sets, braid outs, things of that sort. Not so much wash and goes because you got the straight ends. So this may be a little bit different for those who have transitioned, but for those of you who have big chopped, who went from relaxed hair to straight to natural hair, and you feel like your hair is just dry, you feel like your hair is brittle, you're not used to that texture, and you're trying to do a wash and go, this is what I used to do to moisturize. So when I had a short TWA, my gel of choice at that time was Eco Style Gel. Some of you like it, some of you don't. You may be using Wet Line, whatever you may be using. What I used to do when I had my wash and go is in the mornings, I would take my water bottle. Now this is a spray mister. I didn't have this back then. I just had a regular spray bottle, which is fine. You use whatever you have, and you put in it whatever you want to put in it. This right here is clear water. I would use clear water sometimes. Sometimes I would actually have a refresher spray that I had purchased from one of the, natural hair brands that I was using at the time. Or I would put just a little bit conditioner in the spray bottle with water. Whatever you have that you feel like your hair needs. So if you feel like your hair just needs a little bit of bounce back where you've slept on your wash and go and it's smushed and you have to get ready for work and it's kind of smushed and you just want to refresh it, it really doesn't need moisture, then take your water bottle, whatever kind you have, with whatever liquid you have in it, and just mist your hair. Just mist your hair all over. I didn't touch my hair at that time. I would just mist it, get a little bit wet, and then I would just let that water sit on my hair while I continued to get dressed, while I put on makeup, whatever I had to do to give it a chance to soak in. Once it soaked in a little bit, I would just shake my hair. Just shake my hair, and it wasn't long, but I would shake it enough to kind of get the curls to kind of spring back. So that's something that you can try for those of you who are feeling like, yeah, it's smushed down and I'm messing with it so much and now it's getting frizzy. Don't worry about messing with it a whole lot. Just spritz it and shake it. If you want to kind of take a small pick and just lift it in places, you can do that and it should be okay. Another thing I would do, depending on how dry my hair felt, if my hair felt really dry, then I would make sure that I used something with conditioner in it, spritz it, and then I would get in the shower. I'm a person who takes showers in the morning. Some of you don't, so if you don't, that's fine, but if you do, I would spritz my hair with something conditioning, a leave-in conditioner, a refresher spray, or something, and then I would get in the shower and let the steam kind of just penetrate to open my cuticles, get that conditioning spray or spritz into my hair, and to just wake up those curls. And then I would just shake my hair while I'm in the shower. I would not put my hair under the water. I would not get my hair wet. I would let the steam do all the work, and that would pretty much revive those curls when I had a TWA. So that's pretty much what I did then. Then when you get out, if you are ones who use oils and you like oils and you want to seal that moisture in that you just put in, then feel free to take some oil and just kind of pat it on your hair, scrunch it into your curls. Don't do a whole lot because you don't want to get frizz. or there are some oils that come in that you can just kind of spray on to kind of give you a little bit more sheen if you want a little bit more sheen. So that's what I did when I had a TWA. When my hair got a little bit longer, what I would do is pretty much the same thing. I would just spritz my hair again, shake it out, get in the shower, let the shower do its work on my hair. And then when I got out, I would spray it again, or I would take a really light leave-in conditioner or a really light moisturizer and just kind of scrunch into my curls. Just scrunch it. Don't do a whole lot of, pulling at it and stuff like that. I would just scrunch it into the curls and continue to shake. Just shake your hair periodically in the morning until you leave the house, and your curls should loosen up. Especially once they've got that steam to hit them, they got a little bit of moisture to hit them, they should loosen up a little bit. If you want them a little longer, again, take a little pick and just kind of pick the roots where you want it, lifted or to hang a little bit more. That's pretty much all you have to do. Another thing you can do if you want to stretch your hair and have it hang a little bit more is spritz it, like I said, and then pull it up into a pineapple on top of your head. Then get in the shower, do whatever you have to do, or if you don't take showers in the morning, go ahead and get dressed, put your makeup on, do what you have to do, and then let that pineapple out right before you leave the house. Shake out your hair, and you should have a little bit more length on your curls at that time. Now, I'm one that don't really care about a whole lot of length. I embrace my shrinkage, I embrace my frizz. So now that my hair is just a little bit longer, although it shrinks so much you can't really tell, I'm going to show you today what I do. So I've already taken my shower, so I can't show you that that I get in the shower and all that. So I'm just going to show you what I do when I have already taken a shower. So anyway, this is my hair, and it is in a bonnet. And I sleep like this sometimes, and sometimes I don't. I'll go into how I sleep with my wash and go at the end of this video. So anyway, I'll take off my bonnet, and what I have on is what's called a braid tube, and I just got this from a local beauty supply store. So I'll take it off. So it's just a tube. It's open at both ends. You can put braids in, and this is what my hair looks like. It's smushed, it's back, and so I'll take it off and I'll just shake it out. I'll just shake it out like so. This is a very old wash and go. I really should be redoing my hair, but I thought that I would use this to show you what I do. So anyway, now if I was to get in to be showering first, I would do this. Then what I would do is take my Camille Rose Naturals Curl Love Moisture Milk, which I've talked about that I love to refresh my hair. Take a little bit of that, especially when my hair is really dry. It's not real dry right now, but it's dry enough. So I'll take a little bit of that, rub it in my hands, and scrunch it in my hair, just like I said I would do when it was a little bit shorter. Just scrunch it in, rub it underneath, squeeze it in because I'm low porosity. Take a little bit more. Get the front, get these edges, and it looks like it's gonna turn white. Now I am one that embraces the frizz, so you will get maybe a little bit of frizz by doing this, but it shouldn't be much. It really depends on what kind of gel you have on your hair. If you have a hard holding gel on your hair, you should not get much frizz. If you're using something like Uncle Funky's Daughter, Camille Rose Natural, something that is a lighter hold, then you could get some frizz. But I'll just rub it in like that. And then what I would do is I would go ahead and get in the shower and let the steam go ahead and open up my cuticles and get any leftover, white from the Camille Rose to soak into my hair. But since I don't have that, then it's gonna just soak in on its own. So I'll just take my curl, I'm just kind of pulling like this to kind of loosen up what's stuck to my roots. So I'm not really doing a whole lot to the ends to mess up the curls on the ends. I'm just kind of pulling, just kind of lifting it from my roots, like so. And then I'll just feel my hair, and if I feel like there's places that still feel a little bit dry, then I'll go in with a little bit more, and again, a little bit. And I do feel dryness, which is up here in my crown, which is my coarsest hair, which I talk about all the time. And I'll just open it up and just add some more moisture, and I'll just squeeze it in, just squeeze it in like so, and fluff my hair out. And then where I see, it's hard for me to see, guys, because I'm using the camera for a mirror instead of a mirror. So then if I feel clumps that can be separated, then I'll go in and just kind of easily, you know, separate the clumps to give my hair more volume. If I feel like I want, you know, more volume. So you can do that as much as you want. I don't really use a whole lot of, I don't really spritz my hair that much now, because it's longer. I just go in with this and just let it soak in and separate any clumps that I have to give my hair just a little bit more volume. And I'll use the steam in the shower to fluff it up even more. So I'm not saying you shouldn't use spritzer water. You can. I just don't feel like I needed it today. But by all means, if you want to and you like that look better than using the cream, use the cream. Or if you want to do both, spritz and then put a little cream on it and let it soak in, you can do that as well. And then you just, you know, go in and straighten up your edges, lay them down if you want to lay them down. I don't really do the edge thing, you know that. So I'm just pretty much trying to find, see these big clumps, and I'll just go in, kind of separate them a little bit, and that kind of gives me more volume. And then if I want it higher, then I'll go in with my pick and lift my roots like so. Okay, so that is pretty much what I do to refresh my wash and go. And as you see, any Camille Rose that was in my hair is pretty much soaked in at this point. If I want to go in with an oil on top now for sheen, I can, but I'm not an oil person, so I usually will not do that. And just kind of shake it out and see where the curl's gonna fall, and see where I need to loosen up curls or pull curls apart. So that is pretty much how I refresh my wash and goes. Now what I do to sleep, like I said, I'll talk to you about that. When I had a short TWA that was just an afro, I would just throw on a bonnet, just throw it on, sleep, satin pillowcase, sleep, you know. As it got a little bit longer, then I would put it in for one here, two in the back, four little pineapples, and then take it out of the pineapples and do the morning refresh routine that I just spoke about. Okay, now what I do with my wash and goes is I'll either use the braid tube, like I said, which I will just, watch my earrings, put on my hair. Put on my braid tube like so. And the longer your hair get, your hair will hang out of the braid tube a little bit, but mine is still pretty much covered. But to just be on the safe side, that's why I put the bonnet on top. So sometimes I'll sleep like this. Other times I will just pull my hair back like this into a low little ponytail, and then I'll tie a scarf around my hair, tie it in the back so all this is going back flat. Take the little ponytail holder off because I don't want to have the ring around the hair. Leave the scarf on, and then I will put my bonnet on top of that scarf. So I'll do that sometimes as well. Okay, and then sometimes if I'm lazy and I know I'm gonna wash my hair the next day, I just throw the bonnet on and go to sleep. So those are a few ideas, different things that you guys can do to sleep with a wash and go, to refresh a wash and go, and to moisturize it at the same time in the mornings. When I say refresh, I mean just to get those curls woken up and to put some moisture in. I do not go in with extra gel and re-gel my hair in places. I don't do that. Some people do. That's great if that's, you know, what you do and you like to do that. If you want to try that for pieces that are a little frizzy, give it a try. I don't do it because I'm low porosity and the gel turns white on my hair because it's dry and it's hard to seep in. I also don't do it because I'm low porosity and it causes buildup, and I try not to have I try to have as less buildup as possible. So I don't do that. I embrace any frizz that starts to come up top. So you do see a little bit of frizz, but that's okay with me. I embrace that. I just add moisture to it and I keep it moving until wash day. And I usually wash, I believe I said this is a 4-day-old wash and go. Let me see. Thursday. Yeah, this is a 4-day-old wash and go. I am going to try to stretch it at least until Friday, maybe the weekend. I'm gonna try to stretch it at least another day or two before I wash it, but this would be my normal wash day. I would normally wash on day 4 just to get it refreshed and back looking nice again, but I'm going to try not to do that. As you can see, it does have some movement. It's still pretty much defined on the ends as well as all the way through. I normally have the frizz up top, which is my coarser texture, and which is the texture that's out in the elements, that gets wet, that gets rain, that gets sun. So it's always going to look a little bit more frizzy and a little drier than the other parts. But this is my hair. This is what I do. I'm a lazy natural. I try to do as little as possible. And that's it. So I hope this video has helped someone. If it has, let me know that in the comment section below. I'd appreciate it. And if you use some of these tips and they work for you, let me know that as well. If you're a person who does a lot of wash and goes and you refresh and you have some tips that will help the viewers, leave that in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what your tips are that maybe I can incorporate in my routine, or others will be able to incorporate into their routine. So I am open to all suggestions. And yeah, so that is pretty much it. If you have, if you like this video and you like this content, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll know when I upload my next video. And until next time, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.